Hello everyone, this is Sammy from Blue Rain Pieces, and today we're going to be making one of these cuff bracelets. I made these probably maybe 5 years ago. I just have a few charms on them, a few of these beads. These are like little focal beads on here, a couple lava rock beads, and some spacers. And you just wear it like a cuff. You just cuff it on your arm, and it looks double stacked. Here's another one I made with some pearls, some flower beads, and a couple of little charms. Again, I think 5 years ago. So today all we're going to be using to make these is some memory wire, some of these little spacers to hold the bracelet together, make it look like a double bracelet. We're going to be using some of these little daisy beads, bead spacers I should say. Some little silver bead spacers, a couple of charms. I'm going to use these charms today. Some random pink beads, because this is going to be a breast cancer awareness bracelet. And a couple of these flat silver bead spacers. There's a couple of those. Need some cutters, some round nose pliers, a couple of like chain nose pliers, just a couple of other pliers. And you're definitely going to need some memory wire cutters, because you don't want to use your regular cutter for that. And actually, I don't think I'm going to need my other cutters, because I think I put a head pin on this bead already, sorry. I forgot what it was called for a few minutes there. So let's get started. And all we're going to do is cut us 2 pieces of this memory wire. I had a larger size, but this will work. And I'm just going to cut it. Let's see. I want this round piece to come over a little bit. So let's cut it here, because I need it to go wide enough for my beads. So that's one. And if it's not wide enough, I'll just leave out a couple of my beads. So let's go. About here, I'm going to cut them even. And all I do is line them up together. The points together. This one I'm going to like that. I'm going to take this one. And I'm just going to put these 2 together, like so. And I think that one is way longer than the other one. And actually, I think I want a longer piece, so I'm just going to use this piece, because I want them to be long enough to fit all my beads. I can always cut it at the end if I feel like it's too long or not long enough. And these are almost about the same size. So, let's see. I just got a little extra on there. And I can always even them out at the end. So, sorry. So all we're going to do, once I get these untangled, is start adding our beads. And we're going to use this rondelle. That's pretty big. It's a cat's eye. And we're going to put that on there. And And what you do for one side, you do for the other. You can change them up to match differently if you want to, but I'm trying to match them together. And so we're basically going to put our beads on into, I have to connect them together. I'm going to put those on there like that. I'm going to turn the thread. And we're just going to keep adding beads into, I like them. I actually think I'm supposed to put a little bead in between first. So let's do that. I'm going to get a couple of these little silver beads out. I have some on my tray, but I'm going to just use these in my hand. We're going to wing it. Trying to find something to put them in so they're not all over the place. But just going to put a couple down here on the table. Because I don't know where the tray is. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm basically just really going to make the bracelet. So I'm going to put a couple of these on here. And you can use all sorts of different types of beads with this. They have different, you can use gold of the memory wire. We're going to put on 2 of these, one on each side. These are the little spacers. And I don't think that is supposed to, I think it's supposed to be the dark pink in the middle. And of course, you're going to change your mind as you go along because I do it all the time. But I believe I had 2 of these pretty dark glass beads on here first, and then the spacers. And then the light pink rondelles. It's like a little bump, it's like a little rondelle bead. You can't really tell, but it is. Yep, and that's how it's gonna be. And we're going to put on our I have a couple more silver beads that I want to put on here. And hopefully I'm still in the camera because I like to move out of the camera every so often. One on one side and one on the opposite side. Sorry. And then we're going to put on, oops, two of these white beads that I bought a while ago, probably like 5 years ago, with the pink ribbon on them. So I'm going to put 2 of those on. two on the other side. And then we're going to do, and then we're going to do the exact same thing to the other wire. Two. Like so. And so we're going to do the exact same thing to this one. We're going to put our focal bead in the middle, which is our cat's eye. We're going to put on two of these pretty silver beads that are so tiny. I think I got these off of Etsy. Pink ones. Flat bead spacers are going on. Sorry, sometimes the beads are hard to see. I mean, the holes are hard to see. So, and then to each of the ribbon beads. Like so. And so from here, I'm trying to decide if I want the bead spacer here and then the rest of the beads. I probably will do the bead spacer. So we're going to take a couple of these spacers. You only need one, but I'm going to put two on each side to hold it better. So you just slip it onto the memory wire, like so, and then you put two more on the opposite side. Don't worry if your bead falls off, you just put it back on there. And we're just going to pop it on. And this is where it becomes a little technical, but you know, like you see what just happened. They fell off, but it's okay. Because it's the whole process of making jewelry. So, there we go. Just pop them back on there. And all we're going to do is, I'm going to hold this one in this hand. And I'm going to take this and put it down in here. And I'm going to take the other wire I'm getting it. Let me take this one back out. So that one and that one went together. I had to try to fix it together because it was going the wrong way. And these two are going together. So it's going to end up like so. So all we're going to do is continue to add our beads. If we have our little connectors on, which is going to hold both of those together. So from here, all we are doing is finishing up our beads that we want on there. So originally I had these pink Aggie beads on here. I had these on here. These pink beads. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do this. Which I believe this is what I'm going to do. Just going to use one of the pink neon beads. And then I'll use the regular glass pink beads. And all we're doing is filling. We're going to fill it on this side and we're going to fill it on the other side too. But I'm just going to keep going on this side so I can fill this one up, and I'm going to curl these just a little bit so the beads will stay on and I'm not trying to hold both sides. So from here we're going to add on our, I don't know if I want a daisy bead here. Let's do this. Put on a small little silver bead. We're going to put on our, these are also pink cat's eye beads. Cat's eyes. We're going to put on 3 of those on each side, or maybe was it 2? It might have been 2. But I might do 3. Let's do 3 on this side, and then 3 of our little smaller beads, and then we'll be done on this side. Look at my cat's eyes. There. And then we're going to do 3 of our little matte beads, pink matte beads on the bottom. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to add my little daisy spacer. Oops. Looks like a nut, so I'm going to try to open it while I'm holding it at the same time. Things are always different when you're when you're planning it versus when you're actually on camera. Nothing ever does what it's supposed to do. So we're going to do 3 of these. Three and 3. And 3. And all we're going to do is use our needle nose pliers. They do have these for the memory wire, but I don't have any, so we're going to use these. And all we're going to do is curl it in to stop the beads from coming off. You can do them one at a time, but I'm just going to do both of them at the same time. It's just making a little loop on there. It's not nothing real crucial. I'm just going to close it all the way. Like so. And I have to close that one some more just to stop the bead from coming off. We're going to finish it off, so you're not even going to see that portion. So then we're just going to go to the other opposite side. And we're just going to do the same thing. And I have to make sure they're all pushed down. Sorry if I'm not on camera, I apologize. And on there correctly. It's going to make more sense once we put the end on there to hold it from going all the way down. So we're just going to do the exact same thing, which is put on our, we already put on our connector, but we're just going to put on our other beads. So we're just going to put on 2 glass beads. 2 of these pretty neon pink beads. 2 more of these. And you're just repeating yourself. And you don't have to have a pattern. I just put a pattern together. You can actually make it however you choose for it to be. Whatever color beads you want it to be. And then we're going to put on our, I could have put on extra beads, but we're going to leave it like that for now. We're going to put on our 2 silver beads. I need 1 more silver bead. Silver beads. That looks nice. And I'm trying to think. Yeah. And so we're just going to finish putting on our smaller beads. I'm just trying to push it down to see how big my cuff is. Which, by the time I'm done, that should be good. Let's put on our 6, well, I should say, cat's eye beads. And then have the rest of my cat's eye beads. Here we go. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry everyone, I had to get some more cat's eyes beads. And I actually went back and put on another one of these pink, the neon beads, because I like it there. I like the bracelet to be a little bit more roomy, so we're just going to add on our cat's eyes now. Bracelet, and then we're going to go back on the other side and put another extra bead on there. Just one little bead. Well, it hurts anything if I have enough room for it. Now, did I put another bead on here? I think I will. Excuse me. So we're going to put on our little bead spacer. And then our little tiny matte, pink matte beads. And we will be done with this side of our bracelet. And that is it for this side. I'm going to go back and do the other side like I said. Yep. And we're just really going to do this side like we did the opposite side. We're just going to curl. Curl them back. And I think I'm going to do one at a time. I think it works out better that way. And it just needs a little curl on it. So sorry if I'm not in camera. There we go. Like that. And you want it all the way closed, so I kind of go over just a little bit. So we're just going to go back to our opposite side. And I'm going to cut this. Let's push this back some. And I'm just going to cut these down just so I can, oh, you hear that fly? Make sure you wear some goggles because it does fly everywhere. So yeah, so I'm going to take this all the way off down to the silver bead. Flying everywhere. And sorry, I think I tapped my camera a little bit. So, right. And put on. Putting that one on little silver beads. Like I said, real easy. This didn't take any time at all because really all you're doing is cutting wire and putting on beads. I already have wrapped the charms. So I'm going to put on a little daisy spacer. Little round spacers. And then our last 3 matte beads. And then we're just going to do it, just going to pull it tight. Make sure all the beads are where you want them. Cut it if you have to cut it. And roll them in. And that is going to be our bracelet for today. Now, like I said, I'm just going to make sure they are where I want them. Pulled in. Tight. And I'm going to cut it back because I'll need all that extra wire. And again, I'm going to roll them one at a time, backwards. And I might cut that a little bit more. I don't know for sure yet. Yeah, I think I can. Because I don't need that much wire to roll it back on itself. You can roll it the opposite way too if you want, but see how we got extra wire that we don't need. It's still too long, so let's cut these on both sides. Yep. And we're just going to roll it until it rolls back on itself. So there is our bracelet. Really, that's it. All we need to do now to hang our charms, we're going to put these charms on here. But first I need 2 head pins and a couple of beads. So we're probably going to use a couple of these matte beads and some little, let's do, I need some pink beads. I do have some on this side. Probably some of these. Yeah. I don't know which one I want to use yet though. And we're just going to run this pin up through here. But we're going to put some beads in the middle. I don't know if I want these or I think I want bigger beads. So it's probably going to be, let's do a couple of these. I just don't know if I like it. I like the color. It's too bright for me. Let's try it. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. You can't really see it. Let's see if I want one more in between there. I can also still use some silver beads in between there too. It don't have to be these pink beads. For now, I'm going to leave these because they kind of match these right here. And so all we're going to do is make us a loop. I'm trying to decide if I want to, I think I might just cut it with my looper. Like so. You just need a loop on the end for our charms. And we're going to close this up. Sorry if I'm not on camera. No, because that's what I did wrong. I was supposed to put a bead on the outside of it. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working out the way it was supposed to be working out. I'm just going to cut that off. Try again. Nothing wrong with that. I think I'm only need two. Yeah, I'm only going to do two. Because I'm going to put a bead on top. And a little bead on top. And then we're going to use the looper. I told you it's been 5 years since I made these bracelets, so I had to look back at my arm to see what I was doing wrong. And just going to pull it in to close it. And there's our closure on our bracelet, and we're just going to hang some charms from there. I am going to try to tighten down. This one is a little loose, which I should have tightened before I put the bead on there, but I didn't. So okay, that's better. And we're just going to do the same for the other side with some of these head pins. I'm just going to put a bead on there. And let's make sure these are tightened, because they need to be a little bit tightened to keep them, the beads, from sliding. So there we go. Same thing. And I'm going to do one from one side. Did I do it? Yeah, and one from there. So I'm going to flip this around so my my charms are hanging from one side each. If you understand what I mean. Like this one I did on both sides, where the charms will hang one from this end and one from that side. I'm sure you understood what I meant. Sure you understood. And last bead. Our looper. I love this looper. It's so easy to use. And I'm just going to close in this loop so our charms don't fall off. Both loops. I should have put 3 beads on here. But what I'm going to do, because it's a little loose, is just bring it down a little bit more. There we go. That fixed the problem. And here is our beautiful bracelet. And all you're going to do is cuff it on your arm. Didn't take, and it looks like a double bracelet. Didn't take us no time at all. And so all we're going to do is add some charms. Let's see. We're going to add this charm here, faith, love, and hope. So let's put that on. You can add any charms you want. Since this one is for breast cancer awareness, we're just going to put these on here. You can add an extra jump ring if you want them to hang a little longer. It's up to you. Again, hopefully I'm in camera because I'll be trying. I'm gonna use one of these. Fight breast cancer. And this one I'm gonna hang from another jump ring. So let's get us a jump ring out of here. Let's hold these out the way first of all. Sorry everyone. And let's open this up with a few jump rings to hang on our little, this one I hung from a little chain. So it can dangle just a little bit. That might be too low, so let's go a little bit further down. And we're going to hang this from the opposite side, which is and we're going to close it. I'm going to put on a few more, maybe this cherish. Which I'm just trying to close a jump ring. I'm going to put this one another. I'm actually going to change jump rings because this jump ring is a little wonky. You don't want to shut all the way. And we're going to hang this on the opposite. Let's put this one over here because this one I want to hang just a little bit lower. And sorry, sometimes you can't see the opening. This little pink heart and a little pink I'm going to hang from the other side of the chain. And last but not least, I'm going to put probably a cross on here and a ribbon. Just a plain ribbon. And we're just going to hang these two together on one jump ring. You can leave some of these off if you like. You don't have to put this many on here. And this is going to go probably on this side. And this is our bracelet for today. I would like to thank you for watching. If you would enjoy, please like and follow. Subscribe, please. And this is our breast cancer bracelet with our charms. You can put less charms if you like, more charms. It's really up to you. But this is our bracelet. And there's our charms. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye-bye.